It's been prognosticating trends in weather for almost 200 years.
It's the Farmer's Almanac. The 2014 edition is now available, and when it comes to predicting this winter's weather, well, the Almanac's expectation can be summed up in one word, and that word is cold. Fox 11's Eric Peterson has more on our possibly frigid future.
At Boss's News and Tobacco Shop in Green Bay, the 2014 Farmer's Almanac has been selling for about a week and a half.
It likes to predict the weather, I know, and then it usually has a lot of odd facts that are sometimes sort of fun to read.
But the winter outlook found on page 32 of the Almanac is using words like piercing, biting, and bitter to describe its cold weather prediction. The Almanac even predicts a snowstorm for the Super Bowl, being played outside in New Jersey in February.
People always want to know or get an idea of what's going to happen, particularly in winter.
Fox 11's Director of Meteorology, Pete Petoniak, says almanacs often use a lot of latitude when it comes to predictions.
And when you get out to 4 or 5 months, there's still science involved, but the accuracy may be lacking a little bit.
Petoniak uses National Weather Service data to help track the long-range forecast for northeast Wisconsin. He's only looking about 3 months out.
It looks like it's going to be above average temperatures right now, but about equal chances of being average as far as precipitation is concerned.
There are signs of the season already appearing in Green Bay, but not everyone is ready to stock up for a long, cold winter just yet.
With the weather, how it's been changing and so unpredictable, hot and cold, I take it kind of with a grain of salt.
We're just curious about that kind of thing, I guess, and yeah, I think it is impossible really to predict that far ahead.
It's interesting to look at, it's interesting to see the results, but it's very hard to do.
In Green Bay, Eric Peterson, Fox 11 News.
Well, we all have our own wishes of what winter will bring. I'm hoping it's not going to be that piercing and biting cold.
Piercing, biting, and bitter.
Yeah, you know,
Yikes.
it's tough to group because they grouped the country into 7 sections. We're grouped with Kentucky. So cold here and cold in Kentucky is a completely different ball of wax.
Maybe our cold
Piercing in
is
Kentucky
piercing.
Right,
piercing
and you know, we do a winter forecast here at Fox 11. We have for years, and we usually wait until early November because one of the big things that we look at scientifically is how much snow cover is over Siberia, and we can't see that until we get into October. How much snow is covering, how much high pressure and cold air is going to be available. So I think it's best to wait.
Siberia, who knew?
Get a little closer.
Well, a lot of the things that impact our weather here for the entire winter are happening in the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, over the North Pole, out over Asia.
Sure.
And those things all interact, and that's why we have to wait until
El
November.
Nino, La Nina, all of
That's
that.
right.
We're all one big happy world.
It's all tied together.
All right, thanks, Patrick, very much.
Thanks, Patrick.
By the way, you can read the Farmer's Almanac winter forecast. We have a link in the Newslink section at fox11online.com.